Jacksonville State head coach John Gross, the team coming off a win at Tennessee State, still ranked 10th in the stats perform poll. They're going to take on UT Martin, who's 1-1. That'll be on Sunday. So, Coach, just thoughts on your team starting 2-0 in league play.
Well, it's always good to get a road win. Playing up there at Tennessee State is always difficult for us. I think for everybody. But so we was fortunate to get a win. I thought we got off to a fast start. Then they came back and I thought played well. Our defense kind of bailed us out of some turnovers. We had a special teams turnover in the red zone, and we had a fumble in the red zone, and they held them to field goals, and that was the difference of the game. We held them 3 field goals in the red zone. They got a great kicker, great punter. They do a good job with those guys, and I think they made a 1-score game right at the start of the fourth quarter, and then our team responded. I was really excited to see how we responded in the fourth quarter, and then just won that fourth quarter, kind of going away, and very proud of our guys. I thought we beat a good football team. They're young, but they're really good and have the potential to be a great football team. So Coach them do a great job, and just looking forward to this week. Not looking forward to going to Martin, but another road game, which this one was at home. Another good football team. Very easily could be 2-0. Played Murray in a driving rainstorm. You never know who's going to win those games, but I think the period in this league kind of shows through the scores, and anybody can beat anybody on a given day. So you got to play your best. We talk about it all the time. Just we got to play an A game to have a chance to win. So I think Martin's talented team. They do a really nice job, defensively and offensively, schematically. They got as good a receiver core as there is in the league, I believe. They probably got the best receiver in the league, I think. Quarterback does a good job distributing the ball, and their run game is really good. And then, defensively, they're always, very solid defense. Coach Simpson does a great job, I think, at just running the program and just restocking those guys every year. They have a good football team. So we got to work cut out for us. We're just looking forward to another opportunity.
Thanks, Coach. Before I ask you about your team, then I want to elaborate a little bit more on UT Martin. It seemed, they obviously got off to a fast start, and so they had a 50-yard interception return. And you mentioned their quarterback; he threw 2 early touchdown passes. Obviously that's key. What type of game do you want to play? Is it a pound the run kind of game? Do you need your quarterback Zion to throw some touchdown passes like last week? Is there a key to, especially early on in the game, how to start off?
Well, I mean, I guess anybody, but especially them, you'll be balanced. I mean, I think we're going to have to be able to throw the football, and then we're going to be able to hopefully be able to run the football. So I think you got to stay balanced. They do a really good job of running the football and got good team speed defensively. They get a lot of hats around the football, and don't give up a lot of explosive plays. You got to try to create ways to have explosive plays against them. And I think our main thing we got to fix ourselves is taking care of the football. I mean, we can't turn it over offensively, we can't turn it over to special teams and eliminate, turnovers. We've played 2 ball games and we've had 7 turnovers. That's way too many in 2 ball games. So we got to, we're creating some turnovers on the other side of the ball, but we got to alleviate turnovers is a big key to continuing to have a chance to win. So I think that's a big thing. And I think Zion's just got to play within himself and protect the football.
And so that leads right into my next question about Zion. Obviously, he's played a lot. He started the game before too, but just on paper, probably maybe his best game that he's played for you, 280 yards and 3 touchdowns. And especially throwing, because sometimes he'll be mixed with the run, but just with his performance against TSU, and is that the type of game you probably expect from him most weeks?
Well, we think so. I mean, I think, like I said, just got to protect the ball, but he did play really well on Sunday. I mean, he just is dynamic when he runs the ball, and he can throw the football very well. And so we'll ask him to do more of that when we need to. But I thought he managed the game really well and just made plays when he needed to make plays. And for the most part all day, I thought he made very, very good decisions. Even the one interception he had, I thought it was a great break on the ball by the DB. It's just a great play. I didn't think it was a bad decision or a bad throw on his part. So He cleaned up a lot of things from week 1 to week 2 as a quarterback, and just really commanding our team and doing a good job right now.
Now he completed passes to 10 different receivers, and I want to ask a little bit about that because just looking at the names, there's a lot. You have a lot of newcomers from 2019 and people who have stepped up to be starters. What do you think about your receiving core through 2 weeks of the spring?
Well, blue collar, that's what you can call them. I mean, I think people are used to seeing us run around out there with Josh Pearson, Josh Barge, Ruben Gonzalez, people like that of the past. And this group is just more blue collar. We lost a great senior group in 19. That was probably the strength of our football team was our receiving core. And was really young up front, but the receiving core, we lost all those guys. So every one of these guys we're playing now are new guys, and they're just a little more blue collar than what we've had in the past. Don't mean that's not a bad thing. I mean, I think they block very well, which we ask our guys to block, and I think they are good route runners, and they catch the football well. So we don't have a lot of drops and things like that. So they just got to continue making plays when they have the opportunity to make plays. But I've been very proud of that group because if you dinged us with a weakness on our team, it would be our receiving core because they were unknown. They were new guys, and nobody knew about them, and they hadn't seen how they're going to play and react in the game. But you've had several guys that just stepped up and made a lot of plays, and just continue to work hard every day in practice and get better. And I think that group's going to get better because they're a young group. So we're looking for big things for them in the future.
Since you mentioned him, I'll step away from this season. But Josh Pearson, he's on Tampa Bay. He was on the practice squad. He got up for a game. They won a Super Bowl championship. Can you just talk about that experience for him and all he obviously did for your program, and to see him go on and do good things in the NFL?
Well, so proud of Josh. Just the things that he brought to our team and our community, because he got the Good Hands work team award for good measure. I mean, he was in elementary school just about every day, reading the kids or spending time with kids at our basketball games, at our volleyball games, just all over campus. And there's not anybody around here that just love Josh Pearson, what he brought to the table. So he's got a great story of how he got there and what he did for us. He come in and was ineligible for a couple of years and ended up, getting a great degree and just a solid player for us. So him to get the opportunity to play in the league is, really gratifying and just a proud representation of our program. And he's already been back in a couple of weeks ago, just from just talking about the season, things like that, hanging out, worked out a few days, and was around practice. So it was just great to see him. But we're extremely proud of him.
And final question, let's talk about your defense and just, through 2 games and the conference only games, you're all first in scoring defense. I know we talked a little bit about them in the media day in the preseason, but I would think that's probably that result is living up to the expectations maybe you had of them going into the year.
Well, we always want to be really, good defensively, and I think this bunch has got a chance to be that. I mean, we got some things to continue to get better at, but as long as we continue to run the ball and tackle the way we're tackling right now, I think we're going to be okay. And we got to stay healthy. I mean, as the season goes on, you get guys beat up and things like that. But I think this bunch has a potential to be really good. And they played really good out of the gate in the first 2 games. They had a good fall, So we're still playing a lot of young guys over there, and but they're getting better, every week in practice, and you see that growth, I think, in the game. So they're a fun bunch to watch play right now.
Well, Coach, appreciate your time this morning. Best of luck on Sunday, and we'll talk to you next week.
I appreciate it now. Thanks.